along with my husband, there is a change, and it's time to boss up. Many times people get defensive when we bring up the subject about money. Truth be told, it's important. Don't forget to visit our website at www.ddd2c.biz, helping you grow. Now it's time for you to boss up like we do. Boss up. Welcome to another episode of the Boss Up Visual Podcast Show. It is your favorite host and CEO, Shiketa Days. I am known as the business technician simply because I help you fix your business. Now we are back with another episode. As you saw, we had those flyers going around. We had our fun facts flyers and also our segment flyers. Before I get into the podcast show, I wanted to come on with the answer to that fun fact question. And the question was to find out what was my favorite season of the year. My favorite season of the year is winter. My favorite season of the year is winter because winter is a time where you can get with family. It's Christmas time. It just feels magical. You can do family things like cook, watch movies, and it just feels like a magical warm time where you can have coffee, hot chocolate, ice cream, goodies, whatever it may be, and just feel good. And also around that time, I lost my son to gun violence, December 13th, before his first birthday. So it's very special to me because that was my only child at the time. And I was looking so forward to celebrating Christmas, being a mom. Celebrating Christmas, being a first-time mom, it was exciting for me. I had already had my Christmas tree lit. Everything was ready to go. I was in my new apartment, just feeling so good. And boom, tragedy struck. So now I make Christmas very special because of that. Instead of, leaning and dwelling on the tragedy with my kids now, I make it magical as possible. But Christmas has always been a favorite holiday for me growing up as a kid. It's always been that magical holiday that they make it to be when you're watching the movies, when you're on TV, or whatever it may be. It always just feels warm, and it takes you to a place, out of your normal space of working, paying bills, and being stressed out with everyday life. So that's basically why winter is my favorite holiday. So to get into the segment, my topics that I wanted to talk about today was when you see a person with a business that's successful and you don't take the time to think about all the time that they put into the business, all the days that they weren't so successful, all the days that they felt like giving up, all the times that they got sick, completing weekly tasks and making it all look so easy to you guys. But it's hard when you're out there and you're balancing life, you're balancing relationships, you're stepping out of your comfort zones, you're dealing with different personalities and characteristics. You spend your days of pushing and trying to keep it all together alone sometimes. Sometimes you don't have that support system because you're the strong one that's out there and you're motivating everybody to keep going and to keep doing things. And you're the foundation of everything. So People don't really know the time that you put in motivating your team, trying to keep yourself motivated while you're on the journey when there's no activity happening. And success is not a surprise. It's not an accident. And that's what people fail to realize. People don't just become successful overnight. It takes time, it takes work, it takes dedication. It takes a lot of long nights, a lot of long days, days of heartache, days of pain, days of disappointment, days of tears, days of joy, days of happiness. You experience all that on your journey of building the business. So I just wanted people to understand that. We're going to be talking about, balancing your life and relationships, being able to be comfortable, being yourself at home so that you can go out there and be great. Allowing, your spouse or your mate to be themselves. Let them sit back and kick back and relax so that they could go out there and be great. And that your spouse or your mate, what they look like when they dress up, when they put on makeup. I don't want to have to be this made up person every day in order for you to accept me or like me, because you know what I'm capable of already. So that's just allow people to live and be themselves. And then when it's time to do the makeup or the dress up thing, then you do it. But allow them to sit back and kick back and relax, because sometimes people get stressed out because they feel like they can't be themselves. They got to always be this made up person. They got to always be this certain way. And that's why a lot of stars, a lot of celebrities and everything, people, they go into depression. They go into mental illnesses and stuff because their mental health, their mental state is, they always got to be this person. They always got to put on and be this character. And it shouldn't be that way. So let's just allow ourselves to be sane, at the times that we need to relax and just enjoy ourselves. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on none other than life coach Angela Amazin Tate to the floor. That's going to come with the caregiver segment. Take it away.
Hello, everyone. It's your favorite caregiver coach in the world, hunty. It is me. I'm back, Angela Amazing. And I am your caregiver coach, your favorite caregiver coach, certified life coach, author. I am an entrepreneur. I am a serial entrepreneur. Let me just say that. And I am the founder of Amazing Prayer Warriors 1000 Global Outreach Ministry. I am your visionary prayer intercessor. Listen, I am just here for it today, and I literally am excited. If you are new here today, I am again Christian caregiver coach Angela Amazin Tate, and I just want to say welcome. Welcome if you're new here. And if you have any questions, concerns, or anything you want us to add to the show, feel free to email me at amazingcaregivercircles@gmail.com. You can also go to my Instagram. I am Coach Amazing. You can also go to my Twitter. I am Coach Amazing. My LinkedIn, Angela Amazing Tate, Caregiver Coach. Facebook, I'm pretty much everywhere. Angela Amazing Tate, the Caregiver Coach. But let's talk today. Let's talk about it. So first of all, again, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I wanted to highlight and do something a little different today, and I decided to highlight none other than my co-host. That's right, my co-host. It takes a lot to do what she do, so I want to introduce Miss Shiket Days. She is the person, simple as it can be. She help you fix your business. That's right. She help you get your business in order. She is a life coach. She is a mom. She is a boss. She is a CEO. She is a founder of her own nonprofit. She is a sister. She's an amazing friend. Let me just tell you something. She is phenomenal. She helps you get on track if you need to get your life in order when it comes to your financial situation and getting prepared with life insurance. There's no stones that she don't turn, but she's also a 911 dispatcher and she helps save lives. So I don't know where to start with Shiketa. She is like, man, she's everywhere. Shout out to her because she makes things happen and she executes quickly. I wanted to highlight her because I stopped in the middle of the week and I want to thank her for this Boss Up virtual podcast platform. If you have not gotten on to do your podcast and you want somebody to host it and you're not ready to just be out there on your own, listen, hit Shiketa up. You can go to Boss Up Virtual Podcast on Instagram and you can find her over there, and it's so many other places. We're gonna get you connected with Shiketa today. But I had to stop in the middle of my week. And in the middle of my week, I called her. I don't know how early it was. And I told her, I said, I don't know if anybody has told you, but you are doing an amazing job. Had anybody ever just stopped in the middle of what they were doing to just call you and let you know how great you're doing? Because if not, you deserve that. And I just felt like she deserved to hear all the wonderful things she's pulling together. She did her first with our foundation because I'm on the board. So, of course, I'm going to be cheerleading. I'm excited. We're doing fundraisers. We're raising money. So any donations that you can give will be helpful. And it's for the Derek Denzel Days, the second corporation. And I'll tell you a little more behind that story. But it's worth it. And I'm just going to tell you, Shiketa and her husband lost their son, 10 months old, to senseless gun violence. And ever since then, they've been on a personal movement of making sure they change the world, change things. And it's been phenomenal. I got behind the movement because I have a special needs son. And Shiketa also manages a lot of people businesses, but she started managing my son. And when I seen the results, it was phenomenal because yet we, contracted her, and he's in a Christian college now online. He's getting ready to go try to live on the facility, live on campus, and he'll be doing that in a couple of months. But he gives a lot of his self-esteem and boosting his morale and his, he gives a lot of the credit to Shiketa and her team. Let me just tell you, she has a wonderful team behind the scenes. She's very humble. She doesn't, and I know if you just came on, you're saying, who the hell is Shiketa? Well, guess what? Let me just tell you about Shiket Days. Shiket Days is the brain, the engine, the little engine that could. And when you think you can't, she say, yes, keep going, keep going, keep going. And it's days I don't want to go anymore. And Shiketa comes in and she say, you got this. You can, you will, you must, you got it. And she's up at 3 a.m. preparing. Not only is she a mother, a dispatcher, she's a wife. And let me just tell you, I had the pleasure, I work with her husband. Her husband is actually one of my mentors. And that's, as crazy as it sounds, it's not crazy at all because, sometimes you have to do something different to get an amazing result. And I had to go to, I call him the professor. The professor does many things as well. I love the fact that he bonds with people in the neighborhood community. He meet you where you are. He doesn't try to change you. He's down to earth, but very knowledgeable. So I think just to see the two of them work together, but even working separately, it was like, oh my God, it was inspirational. It was motivational. It was powerful. And that's why I'm excited for them. They're going to do great things in the future. She is getting ready for the Boss Up magazine right now. So let me just tell you, if you don't know what's going on, then you need to jump over to the Boss Up page. I'm just going to tell you, to Derek Denzel Days, the second page. We have, and I'll drop some stuff in the comments. But listen, we have the magazine going right now, and you can be featured in the magazine telling your story. Let the world hear your side. If you have a business, promote your business, but don't let things go and you're already at the end of the second quarter. We are about to be in the third quarter. Where are you with your business vision, goals, and dreams? We can literally make sure you're featured, highlighted. And when I say we, I got an ad. I was a sponsor, even though I'm on the board. I paid my money like everybody else because I take seriously giving to others what you want to come back to you. So are you investing in your business? Are you investing in yourself? Are you giving back, or just spending more time with what you say you want to do and how you want to do it? I don't know. Let's talk about it. This is where we're going to talk about it. But listen, we are talking about Shiket Days. If you are here for the first time, I met Shiketa about 2 years ago, and I think we kind of just hit it off, but it was not until I was just overwhelmed and I moved to another state and I had a lot going on, and I was on a nonprofit organization with Shiketa, and we were doing our best, but I just had a lot going on because I had just moved. And in the process of that, Shiketa say, let me know what I can help you with. And I gave her a few things just in a conversation, and she executed them immediately. I'm just going to tell you, that was mind blowing for me. That is what you want to look for. She does a lot of things, and she has a #1 business podcast show out there. Let's talk about it. It's so much going on. The Boss Up conference in March was amazing. It was phenomenal. If you weren't there, hey man, you got to be at the next one because it's going to be 10 times better. And it was good. We had a great turnout. People came from everywhere. People came from all over, and she just had Informative Wednesday. Shiketa has a little bit of everything. There's no reason. And I'll say it again, there is no reason why you shouldn't be connected, because I love the fact that Shiketa gets it done. And like I said, she's in the process of taking, and this is a limited offer, so please don't miss this, but you can get a full page ad in the Boss Up magazine for $4.97. Now that comes with a podcast interview, a full page ad, 6 months Inner Circle membership, which I am a part of, your t-shirt to Boss Up, an ad shout out on the back of the cover of the Boss Up magazine. Listen, that's a lot. So I'm going to get my full page ad. I think I'm that close because I did some other stuff already with Shiketa. And it's, listen, it's good. So she literally gave on a couple of Wednesdays, and I think it was it was a couple of Saturdays. She did fun facts, and it was her favorite season. And she talked about some fun things and everything. That go back and watch some of or listen to some of our podcast episodes. You'll be very impressed. You'll be surprised, and you'll be able to relate. She's also doing a giveaway, and she would love to get the feedback from you on how she's doing. So if you don't know where to find Shiketa, then let me help you out. You can go to Boss Up Virtual Podcast on Instagram. You can find her on Facebook as Shiket Days, and she is on request her. Let her know I sent you. Let her know that Angela was over there tooting the horn, just ranting and raving about her. And again, I know it's so much that I'm leaving out, but I want you to take some time. She's an author, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but when I tell you she's wrote multiple books, let's support people in a space that we would love to be supported. So go out and get her book. Get one of her books. I tell you, we did an event, and when we did the event, Shiketa had no idea that the facilitator had already Googled her, found her book, and literally, when I tell you, she literally had the book waiting to get it autographed. That was amazing. Listen, go to DDD 2C underscore Shiketa underscore days. I want you to follow Shiketa. Go and follow her and let her know I sent you. I want you to support her because guess what? We have to start somewhere. And when I tell you Shiketa's out there making it happen, she's doing remarkable things. She has a product that I use on my fiance for this body like her royal cream, and I don't want to mess it up, but I get you not. I've been using out the sample one that I got, and I said, okay, Angela, pull it together. You gotta, I got that for Christmas, and it was the gold royal collection. That right there was fit for a king. And I used it like it. I literally used it like it. I'm so proud of her because that's just one of the many products that she has. I'm lost for words. And if you know me, I'm never lost for words. So if you're out there listening, Shiketa, she took the week off to spend with her children. And she literally went on a vacation. So I wanted to celebrate you. I wanted to highlight you. I wanted to let you know that I see you. God sees you. And I appreciate you for what you bring to the table. I thank you in the second quarter as we go into the third. And you have really helped me push out the first 6 months of this year. So kudos to you, not only because you're my co-host, not only because you're a friend, you're like a family member. Love your mom. I got the pleasure of meeting your sister and her husband. The children I fell in love with. It's your husband is my professor. Like, listen, it's not just that. It's that you know how to fix people's business. It's simple as that. And I needed my business fixed. I needed, as simple as that. I literally was able to minister to you in a place where it brought you from a dark place and I could see the light. I'm grateful for God putting me on assignment. And I'm also grateful for him allowing you to be on assignment. So we all have different journeys. And I'm going to end with this. We all are in a place sometime that we are going on a journey that we don't know what it looks like, but we know we have to get moving and eventually we'll get there. I want to say that I thank God for the journey that I've been on. I thank God for everything that I have been to, good or bad, light or dark, heavy or light, whatever this situation has been. I'm grateful. So today I end this show with the gratitude of being just grateful in this season. We're going into the third quarter. Make sure you know who you're connected to. Make sure you're sitting at the table with all the right people. Make sure you're like pouring into people who are reciprocated, but pouring back into you, so that it doesn't leave you depleted. Self-love and self-care is the best thing. Listen, guys, I'm going to let you guys go, but I want you to know that I am having a brunch with Amazing Prayer Warriors 1000 Global Outreach Ministry in New Orleans on September 4th. And I would love for you to be there. So I hope that you make it because we have tickets on Eventbrite and you can also get an ad in our souvenir book. So if you're a business owner and you want to take out an ad, let's do it. Let's make it happen because we are just changing lives 1 degree at a time. And we want you to be in the midst of the healing, the breaking bread together as we touch on the promise, the presence, and the power of prayer. Bye, guys. That's my show for today. And you guys have an amazing day. And remember, when you look in the mirror, you shall see that you are truly amazing. And if you're not, you're looking in the wrong mirror. Bye, guys.
When you're taking a look at life and you're looking at your life, what do you see for your future? What do you see for yourself? What do you see for your family? Do you want to continue to live this life and be unhappy, be unsatisfied, not being able to live a full, fulfilling life? You want to get out of that rut. You have to get up and do something new. Do something different. Do something meaningful. Something that's going to be valuable to your life, valuable to your growth. And the only way for you to do that is to get up and boss up. Boss up, raise your standards. Raise your standards for yourself. Raise your standards for your life. You are enough. You're capable. And the only way for you to move into a different space, we have to get the knowledge that's necessary to move into those spaces. So don't be afraid to raise your standards. Don't be afraid to better your life. Don't let people tell you that, it's not possible. You're doing this for nothing. You're doing this for you. So whatever you desire to have for you, yourself, and your family, and the life that you desire to live, take action. Take action today. So thank you guys for joining us with another Boss Up Visual podcast show. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Stay bossed up. Boss Up Visual podcast offers media services for reasonable price quotes, created to aid the urban community with marketing services for your business, products, or services. Book your interview or ad by emailing bossupvisualpodcast@gmail.com or simply fill out the contact form. Boss Up Visual Podcast is geared towards business and life topics, teaching individuals how to build wealth, make smarter financial decisions. Boss Up Visual Podcast is hosted by Shiket Days and Derek Days, founders of Derek Denzel Days II Corporation. Sometimes looking at life and business from one person's perspective or type of group can be misleading. Teaching you how to stay bossed up in the competitive world. A visual podcast shows step up, raise your standards, and for the direction of your life. Boss Up Visual Podcast features sub-segments hosted by business leaders, authors, coaches, and individuals looking to expose their brands. Become a VIP listener, get access to rewards and more by subscribing.
Because it's okay to say no. Because you can turn your nose into your strength of yes. Yes, I took my power back. It takes a village.